Hey Leo, and welcome to your end of November 2020 general tarot reading. This could apply to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I have started a Patreon channel, so if you would like to see the extended video to the spread I'm about to do along with a love spread, then just follow the link below to the channel and I hope to see you there. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, that information is provided below in the description box. Alright, so I started your reading out with the blind spot oracle cards. And the card that fell for you is number 40, which also breaks down to a 4, which could mean your foundations, your structures, your home, family, your mother. I mean, it could come down to a lot of things. So it's also, okay, so suppression. If you have drawn this, you are suppressing. Suppressing is the act of trying to stop yourself from becoming aware of or experiencing or acting on something that is arising within you. You can suppress a great many things. For example, you can try and stop yourself from feeling emotions or stuff them down. To stuff emotions is to silence a personal truth that is in desperate need to come out. You can try to stop yourself from thinking something, and you can refuse to acknowledge or express a desire or a need, just to name a few. You can only heal emotions and painful perspectives that you let yourself become consciously aware of and whose truths you express. When the truth of you, including your perspectives, desires, and needs, especially emotional ones, are stuffed under the floorboards, the pain of doing so roots you from within. Your physical body begins to deteriorate, and so does the world around you. You will not feel normal or act normal to others, nor no matter how hard you may try. For example, you may act passive-aggressively to be totally distant and disconnected. You may sink deep into addictions. We have all kinds of methods we use to suppress, but you must know that not only does it make your relationships and life impossible, the world around you begins to reflect those things that you suppress. It is as if they transfer to other people. For example, if you suppress anger, it will seem like everyone else is mad at you. When it comes to emotional awareness and expression, there are 5 layers to the emotional truth. 1. Anger, resentment, fury, blame, and repelling. 2. Disappointment, sadness, hurt. 3. Insecurity, fear, bad memories, deep wounds. 4. Understanding, empathy, responsibility, and regret. 5. Love, solutions, wishes, connection. Think about the situation at hand and complete the following sentences. I hate it when. I'm so angry that. I'm fed up with. And I am filled with rage when. And that goes on for quite a while. If you have drawn this, you need to stop suppressing in order to get anywhere relative to the situation at hand. So there may be you that's suppressing a tragic or a hard experience you've went through in the past. Maybe you felt like you had dealt with it, but you have not. We're all guilty of it, that's for sure. Anywho, so how that relates to your reading. I almost kind of feel like somebody else may be suppressing the truth. Maybe somebody acted impulsively in the past and made a really quick decision about your character, or reacted out of jealousy, their own insecurities, and they were projecting those things onto you. In the past it does look like somebody made a very quick decision that affected somebody not only financially but emotionally. And trapped somebody in a commitment. Possibly this could be a court-related situation, or it's like somebody was forced into a decision they had no part of. It's like their side wasn't heard. So it's like this person may have just assumed how you would react if you came back to them, or assumed who you were as a person and made a decision with ignoring your emotional needs. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, an earth sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It does seem like in the recent past there was some kind of news that had come in about possibly being able to reunite with somebody or receiving a visit from another person. If that hasn't happened yet, we're all on different timelines and it may be coming. I do feel like there was, or there is currently something going on behind the scenes where somebody is following their intuition, or they are talking to a expert of sorts. This could be about health, it could be about legalities, it could be about relationship. So it could be like a therapist, it could be an attorney, a doctor, it could be a priest, a spiritual counselor. It does look like there's going to be a fortunate turn of events, and you could be dealing with an Aries who is also working with a water sign possibly, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who is trying to divvy up their options about a child or a commitment to a new beginning or a new child. Doesn't have to be. There is going to be action taken, and you may not know how to handle it, but there's going to be news from a situation of which you've been separated from, or from a opportunity to begin a new job even. It may be something that was unjust in the past, and somebody may know that they made the wrong decision now that they've, I don't know, went through similar karma, or learning this themselves, like through, you know, the universe, God, whoever you want to refer it as, has a funny way of teaching the lessons others try to teach us. It does seem like this is a month that you are very, very awakened. You are receiving guidance from your spirit guides, the universe, source, God, directing you in the right way. I do believe that in the past that you've held your opinions to yourself, or you stayed quiet, which is not really typical of a Leo when a Leo has been crossed. But it's almost as if you were like, stay still. And you've let yourself stay still. You know what's rightfully yours, and what's yours can't actually be taken from you. It only changes form. And it's like, I do believe that you came to an understanding that this had to happen in order for the changes that needed to come about to take place. Like, you can't have anything new if you're hanging on to everything that's old. I do feel like you've been cycling out a lot of old energy from your life, maybe some keepsakes, you know, just old junk around your home that you may have held on to for so long for this, that, or whatever reason. There is going to be some kind of travel, possibly relocation, to do with you or somebody that you're dealing with. And mind you, these messages can always be vice versa. There's going to be success in overcoming a possibly an air sign. There is a Scorpio and a Gemini here too. Possibly to do with court or some kind of formal, to do with housing, and a mother possibly, or a boss, and money. The news you may receive may not seem legit at first, so definitely don't rush into anything, because this is like, you get one shot to not miss your chance to blow. This is your opportunity. So, oh yeah, going back to, like, I believe that you've been pretty quiet, even though that's really not typical of you. You have been quiet, and you're about ready to just lose your patience on this. I think in a good way. I don't think it's in a destructive way. So some of the messages that had been coming through was, I saw a sign, arrows, the heat is getting too much, like somebody's underneath, sitting in the hot seat right now, and it may be forcing them to either change a previous decision, or even if they want to admit don't want to admit that they're wrong, it's forcing them to admit that they're wrong, because they're looking at losing something dear to them, just like they took it away from you. Liar, liar, pants on fire, tension, like somebody's underneath a lot of pressure right now, like they're getting tension headaches. You may also be ascending and getting headaches. I would cross the ocean for you, and that I'll be, I can't remember the song, but it's something about your guiding angel or something like that. I'll follow you down through the eye of the storm while you're falling through from grace. I shot the sheriff, but I did not shoot the deputy. So this is almost like, to me, like just that phrase of it to me would mean like, look, I know I've done wrong, but I'm not doing what you've accused me of. Somebody feels bad for the mess they've made because the grass wasn't greener on the other side. They may have been tricked or fooled. Jesus, take the wheel. Heads Carolina, tails California. I may have that backwards, but so, and I'm coming home to you. So somebody is definitely coming home, it would seem like, but it may be that somebody else has some kind of say in their return. Somebody who may be overbearing, bossy, jealous. It does seem like somebody is sitting in a position that is changing their perspective currently. I do want to look at the outcome to this, maybe dig a little bit further into who this may be relating to you. And then I'm going to pull a love spread over on Patreon. So if you would like to check those out, I'll see you over there. If this is where we part ways, I hope to see you again next week. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, that information is provided below in the description box. Have a good one.